Okay, so in this problem, I would like to be able to determine the solution to a system graphically without the use of a calculator. So here I have two equations that make up my system, and I want to convert them both into the y equals mx plus b form so that I could graph it by hand. This is my favorite way of graphing because all you need is the slope and the y-intercept. Plot the y-intercept, use the slope to get the next point, and then you have the line. So for the first equation here, x minus y equals 7, I need to isolate y on the side that makes it positive. Okay, so send y to the other side by adding y on both sides, and send 7 to the other side by subtracting 7 on both sides. So there's my first equation. Now for the second equation, I need to isolate the 5y, so I'm going to subtract x on both sides. And I don't want 5y, I want 1y, as you can see right there, 1y. So I'm going to divide both of these sides of the equation by 5. So what that allows me to do is get an equation for 1y equal to minus 1 minus 1/5 x. Both of these equations now are in my mx plus b form, and they're easily identified. You can easily identify the slope and intercept. So for the first equation, slope is 1 and y-intercept is negative 7. And for the second equation, slope is minus 1/5 and the y-intercept is negative 1. So when I go to graph these two things, all I have to do is plot the y-intercepts. So for the first one, the y-intercept is negative 7, so I go ahead and plot that guy down there. And then I use the fact that the slope right here, this slope, this number in front of the x, is 1. So as I go 1 to the right, I go 1 up. 1 to the right, 1 up. 1 to the right, 1 up. And you can see here that this is the relationship that's going to define this line. Now for the second equation, I have to plot my y-intercept. Okay, so I go ahead and I plot it right here, minus 1, plot it, minus 1, plot it, and then I use the fact that the slope is minus 1/5. So as I go 5 to the right, I go 1 down. So 5 to the right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to the right, 1 down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to the right, 1 down. And you can see that that's going to build my line. Now if I go to the left to the 5 units, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I go up 1 and there's my line. Nevertheless, I've built the line here. Now I'm looking to solve the system. So that point of intersection where the two lines meet, this point satisfies both equations, so hence they intersect there. So this point here is going to be at 5, negative 2. What you can do is now check this point algebraically. Does negative 2 really, in fact, equal 5 minus 7? Yes, it does. And does negative 2 equal minus 1/5 times 5 minus 1? Yes, it does. So in fact, we've solved our system.